nice. Smells of syrupy waffles.
JKL Harris smells like syrupy waffles. Saying he smells good?
A very merry unbirthday.
Welcome back to the greatest show. I am JKL Harris, and I'm still trying to figure out the right audio level for this game.
Are you saying that advance have cured
And hello.
death?
Whoop, nope, that's not it. That's it. That's the button. Hello, Demon. Welcome in. Kate, thank you so much for the 2 months. Hello. I'm gonna warn you right now. I have poured through the settings. I can't figure out how to stop this from doing this much flashing. I don't know if this is triggering or not, but here, let's actually, I can't even cover it. Hold on, we're gonna go to this real quick. Finished it? Yeah, no, welcome in, Demon. I'm excited about this. I played it briefly. Took 8 hours, nice. I played it briefly when it was still in early access back in like 2020, and was like, this seems cool, but it's not done yet, and I want to play it when it's done. And then never came back to it and realized, hey, there's a couple games I want to play at the end of this month, but I have nothing that I want to play right now. Why don't I come back and give this a try? So this is not for broadcast. You're a video editor in a country that is definitely not the UK. And you just work for the national news. And obviously nothing ever has gotten wrong. No video editor has had to make any censoring cuts for such things. It'll be fine. Beard looking good. BBC, no! You work for the national news.
JKL Harris smells like syrupy waffles. Saying he smells good?
Egan.
Buster's excited for the Crank hype train. Wait, did I have 2? Oh, I had a follow. Oh, do follows now count for hype train? Also, Demon, thank you for the follow. I missed that. But welcome in. I'm glad you're excited to be here. I'm excited to play this. I have done some video editing in my life for the government. So, a little bit up my alley, just, you know. It's okay, thank you. Appreciate it. It's not super bright colors in the whole screen flashing usually. Okay. Alright. If you need to leave, totally understand. Traded for an expensive TF2 hat. Oh, I remember you talking about that in what's it called? In or Sonos stream.
Are you saying that
What do you want to say hi?
cured death?
You want to say hi for all the hype train? The hype train's for you, buddy. The hype train's for you. Little face. So good. I'm genuinely excited for it. I'm genuinely excited for it. So yeah, let's get started. Enter game name. Sure. Okay. Experience a story without the stress. Non-broadcast mechanics are off. Viewers are very forgiving. I have no idea what that means. Hopefully that's not a spoiler. Okay, intern. I'm not an intern. Broadcast. Recommended. Battle experience, non-broadcast mechanics, viewer ratings provide a reasonable challenge. All that talk yesterday, I still got to see Buster. I mean, you didn't follow through on any of your threads. We're gonna start with broadcaster.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
God, that's still loud. Okay, turning down the audio even more. Good to know. Jeremy Donaldson is the country's most popular and trusted news anchor. For now. Day one, the election. Great first day. Oh God, where am I going? Am I... Are spoilers allowed? I would appreciate if they weren't. Or appreciate if there was no spoilers. I'm not gonna like murder you on sight or anything if you accidentally drop some. Or anything, but I am down for backseating, not down for spoilers. What I describe backseating as is if you haven't played the game and then have ideas of what I should be doing, offer them. If you have ideas of what I should be doing because you've played the game, I would rather you let me and my community experience it for the first time. That's my philosophy. I have nothing against streamers that are less strict. I have nothing against streamers that are more strict. That's just how I like enjoying it. Be a better broadcaster? I will pull up fucking clips of me being a broadcaster. Ask Craig. It doesn't take much. Probably up here? No, I'm not doing it right now. Maybe later. Demon, I appreciate you being here. I'm literally fixing what the screen is supposed to look like. I know there's a turn right behind this pause screen. I will get to it. I am not the broadcaster. I don't need combat camera to tell me that I'm the broadcaster. British Buster Cat. Buster, are you British? I don't know. He complains a little too much to be British. Point. Point. All right. Turn right. Phone. Look at me and the mates.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but...
You're British? Nice. We have a few Brits here.
You're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
All right, looking forward towards all
the
screens.
That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down.
Oh.
Underneath that, you've got
They're going to go down.
The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll talk you through it. And
Out of order, call Frank and Maintenance.
Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't...
Hell yeah, the VHS rack.
Is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
All right, we throw that.
You
We
can
face
see
the front.
on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain... Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right.
Oh God, we gotta load three. Crazy Neil. Exercise with ham sleeves and My Salad Weekly. There we go.
Right, won't be long now till the signal starts coming through from the station. Stay on your toes. All the bigwigs are in tonight because of the election, so we better...
I missed a sexy calendar? Oh my gosh, it is a sexy calendar.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Okay.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
One.
Makes me go out and posture.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. It's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going in 5, 4.
All Comcast makes fun of the silly broadcaster voices.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next is going to be the throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins sports personality.
Johnny Hamsleeves is the sports from the air. Nice.
Full of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated.
Okay.
And, of course,
We're going up.
we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic.
Right. Button
That's
2
all coming up on
in
tonight.
3,
National Nightly News.
1. Now, lovely, mate.
I'm doing great so far.
Throwback to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Shrinks down and vanishes. Oh god. Okay. Where am I gonna have to be? I guess if I'm bottom left, I'm just covering the buttons, which actually isn't that big of a deal.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
I guess you can't see which screen I'm on though.
Decisive win for Advance.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's flashing or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all
Oh my
considered
gosh.
defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate.
What is this?
However, former Home Secretary
Great, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want.
The interference seems like a silly game mechanic.
to hear the co-leader's acceptance.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late. Oh, I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was
What is going on with Crazy Neil?
He doesn't remember anything I tell him.
Yeah, so like
Comfortable with your burgeoning.
most of the rest of this is like genuinely legit. I have no idea.
Wicked. We've made it to the first ad break.
I have no idea what the interference mechanic's supposed to
It's getting a bit trickier.
replicate.
This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough.
I mean, these aren't the exact rules, but it's interesting that we're learning like broadcast rules.
You'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Okay, so we start on 1.
Coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
This is a 2-minute ad.
Thank you so much.
Not just a 2-minute ad break, it's a 2-minute ad.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly
Shortest
News.
Twitch ad, true.
We'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
up,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with the star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to the
go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his
joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
Oh, damn it. I preemptively did that. I'm like, I want this wide shot.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction.
He's a wonderful
Lovely.
chap.
Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him.
That is too fast. That is too fast. You know.
I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet.
This is actually a really bad game to try to keep an eye on chat and this on, because this is like...
Soldiers fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love of course.
Been on that shot a bit long.
For freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I
Which
remember.
reflects as engaged, apparently.
Sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding. Giving. Suffering.
Oh god, I'm going to rethink doing this game and streaming on
I
Twitch.
suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But,
Remember the 10-second
I've
rule.
been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right,
around
they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan...
That who would change if Command Retirement Ceremony is pop a DVD in the switcher and record it live on the bleachers.
With a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
Cool, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
You think I don't know that?
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
No, we mustn't.
Oh god, and then I'm going to have to do this at the same time as switching, and...
Jubbly, mate. Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time, push upwards. Upwards, mate. Upwards.
But I didn't listen.
Doctor,
Oh,
Drowning, Lance, she
I
said.
see.
you need to see this.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
The virus. The sterility. This formula, this is the key.
The sterility!
Bloody perfect, mate.
We have to
Sure.
ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Exactly how we made Change of Command Retirement Ceremony is pop a DVD in the switcher and record it live under the bleachers.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words.
I click censor, that was all I need to do, right?
The broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When
I'm Johnny Hansley, so I'm not fat, but you are? Why'd you have to be so right?
2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the space bar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down.
I have to read sound waves? No! I was always terrible at this. I was always so bad at, like, looking at the sound and, like, understanding where something was besides there was no sound.
A little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
Wait, what? What am I setting?
As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting
Oh, okay.
good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down. Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live.
Well, button when red, you're a gamer, right? Should be easy. But it's not hold down button when red. It's always red. Look, the button's red!
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advanced Headquarters, where the 2 leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Well, the swear will be red. Oh!
Come to the outside broadcast. Oh shit, he's pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through.
Okay, I missed that
I'm
part.
sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than the grimy Spanish.
Memorably put.
Nailed it.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day 1 of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of, probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding.
Are you supposed to focus on the game with this dialogue?
Trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got.
It's a little interesting because I'm like, I'd want to pay more attention to dialogue, but I'm like, oh, I've got so much else to do.
Your passports. You want them back. You want to leave like you threatened before the election. That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even
I did
fucking
all
richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
Just bleep the rude
today.
word.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance, and our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble.
Hey, that's me.
So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of
Am I going to an
best
ad?
to Advance. I'm Jeremy
Yes.
Dalton. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Boring politics then?
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
Nope, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Try not to get murdered. Broadcast complete. Challenge room unlocked. Segment grade D. Because I stayed on shots too long and fucked up the sensor a lot? Probably. Oh, God.
Program's finished, you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how well the broadcast went. Each sequence and an overall
Yeah.
grade.
The sequence, the last sequence, I just...
And they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page.
More info.
Right, this is an optional section for when you really want to understand what happened during the show. You got a graph there showing you what the audience...
Exceedingly poor at it. Oh, yeah.
Details if you want to get better at making TV. I never came here, never once. Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid and how much wealth you have overall. That bollocks at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care?
My current wealth is broke-ass poor. Why does this game have to be so real?
This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
Hey, they love me.
Alright, mate, welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Click on it now.
We got it now.
Over
Okay.
on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game.
Okay, I'm good.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Right, this is the rushes route. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go, and when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
So wait, what is this?
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me come out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. It's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist going
Scandals
5,
lore.
4.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the election win that experts said just couldn't happen. Hopeful or hostile? Controversy as global mega corporation Remington's Fist buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chap. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Meghan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
30 seconds
Seriously, that blunder clutch on election night?
Yeah, Megan's pretty pissed off too.
I'm not surprised. The bloke wouldn't know democracy if he cut his cornflakes.
Yeah, but he's hot though.
I suppose so, in the oxygen tube.
10 seconds, everybody.
If you're into oxygen thieves, holy shit. Okay. And then adverts. Okay. Oh, after it cuts to the movie?
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
But this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
Oh, no. I think they think he won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin, bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
This is such a weird echo.
10 seconds, everybody.
Can I can't fast forward.
This is a really pivotal scene.
Where my character, Dr. Lance Haddock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival. Exciting stuff.
Let's take a look.
And we're out.
Rob, get the car, right?
Mr. Blundercatch.
No! I'm shutting this down. What kind of operation? I don't understand it.
Mr. Blundercatch, I understand you're upset, but we can...
I don't understand it. Rob! I'll be at the Goosey. Send up a bottle of scotch and a whole ham.
A whole ham.
It's in my contract.
It's not your fault.
You think I don't know that?
I'm sorry. I just had to. I had to. Go on then. Say it.
What?
Told you so.
That's Dr. Lance to
Your hair looked
Miss
nice.
Flanagan.
See, this is why you're single.
I did it for you, baby.
Huh.
All for you.
So that wasn't in the cards, I
I'm
guess.
gonna change the world. Do you remember?
I'm gonna be honest. I think this game's super cool. I don't know how I'm gonna stream this. Cause like I'm just not gonna be able to pay attention to the dialogue. Which I don't know. I don't know how much live stuff other people have done here, but the little I did, you kind of do just have to ignore what's being said and just be like, they're talking, I'm switching to them. They're talking, I'm switching to them. They're talking, I'm switching to them. And if the button's red, I gotta press it. Like, that's kind of what I think the gameplay loop's going to be, which is interesting. But then, like, then I'm gonna have to come back to this and actually watch it if I want to figure out what the hell's going on, because the lore is incredibly important to this game. But like, I'm not gonna be able to engage with the lore as it's happening. Yeah, no, I get that. That feels really weird for stream, because like, you guys get to just pay attention to what they're saying. Like, you don't have to. I have to be head empty and just be like, who's talking? You get to be head empty and just listen to what's going on. And so like we're having two different experiences, which like, so then if I go back and watch it, that's where, why is the freaking game audio so loud?
Good evening. I'm Megan Ward.
I have
And I'm Jeremy Dawes.
turned this down so many times. Okay. Yeah, the going back and forth is great for just your own gameplay. It feels tough for streaming. Which sucks, because like I think this game seems really cool. I don't know how people definitely have streamed this, I'm sure. There's 8,000 followers on it for a reason. I don't know how I'm going to do it. And so I think rather than like kind of flail through it, which I feel like I'm going to, and stress myself out, I think I'm going to say this is a cool game. Check it out. It's on sale. 75% off right now if like you like the premise. You've seen the first 30 minutes now. But I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, switch to something stupid like Magic for the last 2 hours, just to, because I do want to stream. I just don't know what I want to stream, and I don't think it's this. So, I'm going to say sorry about that. Oh, Bridget.